Film me.
Yeah, we good.
Get over here. Get out the camera.
Alright, I'll give y'all the countdown.
Put your on the camera.
Make sure they close it. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Hey, yo, can you make sure they close that door?
Just fly door.
We back, bro. Definition of active. It's your boy Daylight Premium, this bitch. Skirt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Here with my big bro being this motherfucker. How's it?
You
see what we doing?
Yeah.
You see what we doing?
Hey, it's nothing, man. This is long overdue. This ain't shit.
It's activated. It's crazy.
This
you know
ain't
what I'm
shit.
saying? We gonna get into it all, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you being here. Appreciate OG being here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, crazy. We got a lot to talk about, and I want to talk about all the important stuff because it's good for artists to know like a real journey and know what it's like to be going through this for real. So like they can either skip some steps. I don't want to say that because you shouldn't skip no steps. Maybe
you can decide what steps you want to take.
Big facts. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to go through these speed bumps, whatever. I just want to make sure that they stay speed bumps and don't become walls. You feel me?
Right.
So like, you know, first and foremost, you know, my nigga V, man, you know what I'm saying? Midwest and West Coast. Like,
Midwest and West, bitch.
Let's keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real about that shit.
Yeah.
Let them know, like, how it all, like, started, like, with you in hip-hop, you know what I mean? And be like, before the dreads, when it was serious for you.
Man, you know, for a lot of us, nigga, like, I don't know if you feel the way, but it's us, you know what I'm saying? I came up in it, you feel me? So this is my family, like, you know, big on music. So I can't remember a time where, you know, Granny wasn't sweeping to the oldies and to different hip hop, and my uncles wasn't coming through with 40s and banging Biggie and banging Pac and shit. So as far back as I can remember, this shit was me. So I started trying to emulate and rap like the niggas I was seeing from 8 years old, 7 years old, as far back as I can remember. So yeah,
Biggie's one of them.
Biggie is definitely one of them. Life after death. That was big where I'm from. You feel me? During that time. Yeah.
Like, how can you not respect Big? He the GOAT for real.
Yeah, man. These are some of the legends that taught me. Some of the legends that I looked up to. You know.
So when did you know, like, it's something that you got to take serious? Like, we can even fast forward through, like, all the life experiences because if you like, a fan, listen to the music, you hear it in the music, you know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So, like,
thank you for that, too.
Nah, because, you know, because even me being an artist, I hate those questions. Like, if you really listen,
you know,
it's
there.
Why we got to talk about it all right now? But,
right.
Let's talk about, like, when you knew it was time to, like, all right, man, I got to really stop playing and stop fucking around with this shit. Like, it could really be something to take care of me.
When I was a kid, I always knew I wanted to do something different. I knew I didn't want to be no 9 to 5 nigga. I don't know if that was because of my uncles and shit and my older cousins and shit, seeing them in the streets and shit, getting money. I don't know if it was that or I just knew I didn't want to be no doctor, no banker, no shit like that. So I always knew I was gonna be something. You know, I was gonna at least try to be something outside of the box. So when
and a lot come with that because your family don't always be fucking
oh yeah,
with
for sure.
With that decision making process.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody wants you to be straight laced, you know what I'm saying, and do those things that you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, but go ahead, I don't want to cut you.
Nah, that so you know, it was never a time where I was like, I gotta stop fucking around because I was always trying to be something.
Yeah.
So, but I think when I really was like, I'm gonna do this is like. I was probably like 9th grade or some shit, and niggas found like my homeboy had like a computer in his house with the headset that go over like this, and he was like, "Nigga, we can record on these beats." So it was shit like the
call center mic.
Yeah.
Yo,
it was shit like 50 Cent and Game. This how we do beats, like shit like that. Start chopping on that, and when I would play that for niggas in school and shit. And they was fucking with it. That's when I was like, I'm finna be a rapper. So from there on,
yo, freshman year.
Yeah, freshman year type shit. Facts.
That's fucking hard, yo.
Yeah.
So like, all right. So in high school, I'm expecting that you honing your skills.
Yeah.
when did you start actually like building like songs and not just
Right away.
ripping?
Right away, it was
That's
in me.
hard.
Yeah, it was in me, man. Like,
Did you write or did you just like would you spit? Like
I was
how-
writing.
That's what's
Yeah,
up.
I was writing at first. Yeah, yeah.
Bro, you got able to master like a lot of steps early. I couldn't write. My homie had to teach me how to write like
for real?
bars and count them and shit. Cause I used to just freestyle.
Yeah, you know, different
Yeah.
steps. You know, different.
Yeah.
You know, but I started off.
That's
like,
why your pen crazy though.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of time to hone that shit.
Yeah, and like I say, man, like the music from a kid,
Yeah.
I was listening in. So that's all we did was listen to music, watch music videos. That's all we did when we was kids. So
Painting pictures though.
painting pictures, you know what I'm
'Cause
saying?
that's
I
important.
still see it. That's why I'm almost closing
Yeah.
my eyes now. I still see how I felt and what I wanted when I was a little nigga. So it's like seeing Puff and Big on the yacht.
Yo.
You feel me? And seeing Jigga and seeing this shit on TV.
And knowing it's possible.
We didn't know nothing else but that. So that was like, we got to get there. You feel
That's
me?
facts.
So when a nigga was, you know, listening to the shit, I'm listening to them there, how they formulating their bars and shit. So by the time I start doing it, shit, you know.
So when did you get into your first situation where like the industry seeing you and now you're getting like real like not even just deals but real plays that's gonna help you in your career like and you actually being able to see your future in the industry? You know what I'm saying? What was like the first moves? And, like how did you feel when that shit happened? Like when you like, cause I know like, and I know you can speak on this, and a lot of artists who are like who have made it and who are gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of pump fakes. You know what I mean? So like,
Yeah.
When was your first one that wasn't a pump fake and you was like, damn, it's serious?
It kind of all been a pump fake.
Speak on that, man.
It's kind of all been a pump fake, cause you know we not where we want to be,
First.
and so a lot of these niggas, now a lot of these execs and managers and different stuff, they come and promise you different things, and a lot of that it really never come out to be what they saying, or you know what I'm saying. So and then on your level, it's like as far as like personally, you constantly trying to get to the next level, so you know. It's you until you know fully in the game. It's all a pump fake because you still like you figuring shit out. You growing. You know what I'm saying? Rather the show, you know you sell this many tickets, but then 30% of them niggas come, or you know, or a manager telling you, okay, I can get you on this, and it's like they do it, but it's not exactly what they said. You feel me? So it's all a pump fake. That's why people like Nipsey matter. You know, and shit like that. Speaking of ownership and speaking of just doing it yourself and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's why that type of shit matter. But at the same time, you do got to go through those pump fakes so you can learn. And it at the same time, you it might be a pump fake, but it helped you somewhat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You even
learn
if it's
from it.
you learn from it, and if two new motherfuckers learn about you,
Facts.
that's something.
So when shit like, what was a real manager to you when you knew you had a real manager as opposed like as someone just who's trying to like play your manager? Because there's a difference. And I don't think like, and I know when did you realize? Because a lot of us can like manage ourselves too. So it's like it takes a different type of manager to be able to manage you. So like, when did you know you had a good like team put together? I guess is a better question.
The consistency. I think when it first started, everything was just flowing. The studio from studio to the master to the cover art, then the video, and then you're doing a show, performing that, people singing that. That's when it's like, okay, the consistency is rolling. So I know I got a good team, but as far as manager, I had like really one motherfucker who like Adam Wade, who
Salute to Adam.
Salute SpongeBob, you feel me?
I would love to get an interview with Adam, man.
Yeah, you gotta get one with Sponge.
That'd be fire, man. That'd be fire.
And you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this nigga Mac Drummer fucking going on. Nigga ain't never been my motherfucking manager. But
we gonna get OG right Drummer interview too. Oh shit, man. But yeah.
Nah, so yeah, that's it, man. I only had one manager. Everybody else was like different label people who cut off from this label and trying to do their own thing, or trap niggas who got some money and was like, shit, let's do that. Like that's how my first project that really sent me through, Rula One. So it was called Rula, and you know, I just had me and my trap nigga, man. We put the money together and we just and we was up in Saltmine Studios, and we just banged it out.
Just working.
Did some shit that Bootleg Kev was fucking with. He got on Twitter talking shit. Owner of Dat Piff got on it like, damn, who is this? He started fucking with me. He playing it for like Kid Ink in the studio. Kid Ink like, who the fuck is that? Y'all should get him over here. They get me over there. I put out Ruler 2. I had Kevin Gates Ace.
Two crazy projects, by the way. He's like speeding through and underselling these projects, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I see you going through your timeline slide. I'm not sure, but he's speeding through these projects right now. They're huge for the city, huge for like yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then like, and you just dropped right into the next milestone situation that's probably crazy when you get linked up with Ink. You know what I'm saying?
Especially at the time I got linked up with
you feel me? So like, how was that? Like, that's an adjustment, because you know you already like you focused on like your own career, and then you focus on your own career, and then like now you getting to see someone who's already in it, who's budding as an artist themselves. You know what I mean? And now like you seeing like you explain the experience to me, bro, because that's like, that wasn't a pump fake. That wasn't a pump fake.
That wasn't a pump fake, but you still think it's gonna go further. You know what I'm saying? So, but that it wasn't a pump fake. So that the owner of Dat Piff, KP, salute to KP, and salute to Kev and Ink alumni, everybody. But
salute to all of them, man.
Yeah. So the owner of Dat Piff, KP, he seen what Kev wrote, and he checked me out. Then he started hitting me up in my DM. He was like, I just want to help you, whatever. I'm like, for sure. So we talked back and forth for a few months. Then he was like, I'm sending him shit. I'm just sending him records. I'm sitting at this desk in my one bedroom apartment. It wasn't even mine. You feel me? I'm pretty much just staying there. You feel me? And I'm at this desk with a mat and a chair, and that's where I made all my records. I just would sit there and write.
Damn.
You feel me? And so as I made them, I would send them to him. And so I sent him this record called Out in Perry. It's called Out in Perry, out in Paris. And so I sent him that shit. He was like, I'm finna get Raekwon on this shit. I was like, oh, for sure. Yeah, that's legend. I love that, right? A couple days later, he was like, I was just playing the record for Ink and Ill Will, DJ Ill Will in the studio.
Salute to DJ Ill Will.
Yeah, my dog. And he was like, man, Ink was like, off of that. Because I think the song, I had a verse open, so I think I just had one verse on there. So he was like, man, Ink off. And Ink told me this later, years later. He's that's like, hard. I heard one verse, and I told them niggas to sign you. Like, one verse. Never heard of me before, no nothing, heard one verse. Told them niggas to sign you. So it's called Out in Perry, right? So.
And this is an alumni for y'all.
This is alumni, yeah. Kid Ink and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's called Out in Perry. This nigga Ink jump on the verse. This is right after he do the shit with Chris Brown. So this is he's jumping, going the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And
you get to be seeing all that shit too.
Yeah. So he do the verse, and then pretty much, I mean, long story short, like 3, 4, 5 months later, I do the European tour with them. And so I go out in Paris.
Explain that experience.
I go out in Paris, you know, and the shit that got me out there
manifestation right there.
Yeah.
Not 100. That's fire as fuck.
Yeah. That's how that shit went down.
Explain being out. Explain like being on like a different country and like based off of your bars and your craft. You know what I mean? Living your dreams.
Amazing. The first show I did out there, we was in Dublin, Ireland. So you gotta imagine. You know, I started this shit from I used to other than my boy at his mom's crib with the shit
with the call center mic.
Well, other than the call center mic, we had a cardboard box. That's really how I built my whole shit. So it was a cardboard box at the booth, and so and then another spot we had, I had the closet. You know, the wooden pole that be in the crib and shit. We had that, like hanging out, duct tape to the wall.
Oh shit!
Duct tape with the mic. You feel me? And that's how I was recording, so.
I always love hearing about the first booth.
Yeah.
Cause that shit's important, bro.
Yeah, I never forget that shit.
That shit's everything, bro.
You know, that nigga built some shit from that, like.
Yo, that's exactly like, that's why you can't skip steps.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to like, you can appreciate that growth, you know what I'm saying?
That's
like, before you get in crazy studios, you gotta start with your own. You had to like, I cared about it enough to make that shit as much as we could ourselves. I'm sorry, y'all, it's active, man. We active in here.
Yeah, it's too active.
It's too active, you know what I'm saying? But, so, you're in alumni, and then you're getting the tour looks.
Yeah.
You just said that your first, you in Dublin, Ireland. Is it like a culture shock? Was there like any black people? A lot of black people in Europe?
Nah, not at all, not at all. You know, it was some sprinkled. You feel me? But
It's crazy.
not at all. They barely speak English, but they know them songs. You know
That is music is universal, man.
Yeah.
It's so like that's so crazy to me. So like the interaction with fans, they don't understand what they saying. How is it?
It's amazing, especially like that first show. You know, like I said, I come from the cardboard box from the shit on the wall. So that first show, like something around 12 hours or something to get to Dublin. So, flying into Dublin, and I had the window seat, so I'm like looking out, seeing this shit, and just reflecting on all that shit. That's the type of nigga I am, anyways. I'm appreciative of where I come from. So I'm reflecting on this shit, and like, I'm just like, oh my God, it's crazy. I'm trying to come up with bars to spit acapella on the stage. I'm trying to capture this moment.
Leave the fucking permanent fucking impression on
Yeah,
them.
and I did. The first show had Dublin jumping. I still remember the kids jumping. Some of them singing songs. Some of them had, Rula Mob shirts on. It was two of them that had Rula Mob shirts on in Dublin. So it was like, and the deal with alumni helped the kids to find my name and shit. And they was buying merch and shit. So, but two of them had Rula Mob shirts on and shit, and was singing my shit. So just that too, I was appreciative of. But so we out there in Dublin go up, they singing and shit, but like my shit like doubled. Like my my followers, everything doubled just like off that first show. So like shit was crazy, bro.
Okay, so like how did the fans see you? They trying to buy you drinks? They trying to throw weed brownies on stage?
At that, it was that time. I mean, look,
girls showing cleavage.
Man, this tour shit. The tour shit, you know what I'm saying?
Nah,
like,
I'm playing, man.
Tour
You don't gotta
different.
disclose none of that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna disclose no tour shit, but
I'm glad they fuck with the
like
raps.
that. It's like that though.
Well, I always used to.
Hold up.
Go ahead.
Let me get two more.
Oh shit.
Let me get two more.
All right, bet.
At least, hold on. Let me see. Okay, so we run into
your favorite stops. Let me know your favorite stops.
Like Sweden.
Okay.
It was either Sweden or Switzerland. We run into MGK, so we backstage with MGK. Damn. Watch his show.
Prime MGK too.
Prime
Wild
MGK
boy.
Too. Yeah. And then he was just starting to do his little guitar shit. Like nobody ever seen it before. Damn. And that actually didn't even hit my mind till right now. He was just playing around with that band shit, playing with it. You know what I'm saying? We was backstage chilling with him. And then we actually did Finland. I think it was the last stop or second to last stop. Finland. And this was when like Blase came out. And so we was with Ray Shrimmer. I still got a relationship with them niggas to this day because of that shit. So we was on stage. I got pictures of it and shit. I might have to send it to you so you can just throw it on the shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's so crazy, dog. Y'all link up in Europe.
Yeah, in Europe.
Everybody following their dreams right now. And shit, you know what I'm saying?
It was wild, bro. So yeah.
Always used to fuck me up. Like I would hear your albums, projects, and hear the crazy features you got, and like, peace and love to all of them. Maybe I'm biased, whatever, but you would just be watching all them niggas, man. Like even when I remember my favorite show I went to of yours was on the A$AP Ferg tour, and like that shit was fucking crazy. Yeah. That shit was crazy. It was you, Denzel Curry, and A$AP Ferg, and I'm like, yo. This nigga be like, he probably don't even need to be on like a label or nothing. He could probably just be independent. Like I always felt like that. And like, and then like, is it hard being signed to another artist? I mean, you signed to the label, you're not signed to Ink.
Yeah, I was signed to more alumni.
Explain that, because I feel like a lot of people think that you were signed to Ink.
Yeah, they think I'm signed to Kid Ink. It's like he had stock in alumni. You feel me? Because he was the major artist, of course, like woo, but he wasn't like, a nigga boss or nothing.
You could have eventually had stock too, though.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say certain shit, but like,
don't get it. Yeah. So like, all right, so after the alumni situation, you move into being independent before you even get the situation with Ethika. So like what was it like transitioning out of being with the labels to now like knowing how to like maneuver and do and drop shit your own? You know how to drop shit now.
Now I got the fan base.
You got the game and you got the fan base. You feel me? So like, was it easier or was it harder?
It was a little easier because again, when you got a label, you kind of in some way, shape, or form, you answering to somebody in some way. So it was easier because you know I could do what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? And I had the fan base at that time, so we was dropping a song a week. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can control your shit now.
Control it, and you know me in the studio. You know, Mikhail tell you, I just did off the top 3 records. I mean, three features. Like each of them took no more than 15, 20,
Mikhail,
20 minutes. So I'm fast with the recording. So
it's like second nature now.
Yeah, for sure. So
you in there writing, or you in there hearing the beat and going?
I hear the beat and go. If I'm trying to hurry up, if I feel like I'm on somebody else's time, I'm hearing the beat and going. But if it's like something intricate or something, I might type in a couple words. But for the most part, like if I showed you right now the notes, it's like a quarter here, but it's a whole 16. So you know what I'm saying?
That's fire. Yeah. So what can we expect? That you know what? No. I'm skipping parts. So hold on, it's loud. It's crazy. I'm sorry. We literally setting up for a big concert tonight, y'all. You know, appreciate y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Tap in with us for concerts, for the
Tap in for the concerts, the interviews.
For the studios, for Mikhail, you know what I'm saying? We here with y'all, you know what I'm saying? Skiggity. But, so tell me, now you go from independent, what led you to the Ethika situation?
It's almost like the same type shit, man. You know, first of all, relationships take you so far. Yeah. And then, and you know, what you do now is this is like a delayed universe. Like what you do now, you'll see it later.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like all that work I did, you know, I knew it couldn't just be for nothing. So I'm just doing it shit myself, dropping a song a week type shit. That shit only went for like 3 months. And then actually, let me go back. So I'm doing that. I get I get hit up on Instagram from this nigga who like I be seeing him around. Supposedly, he fuck with Coach K.
That's hard. So you see it.
So
shout out to Coach K.
Shout out Coach K. And they like come to Detroit. You know, Lil Baby doing A, B, and C. Long story short, he showed me the hotel reservation. I'm at like I forgot what that shit was called in Detroit. Right by the airport. Dope. Like the Hudson or something. It's a dope hotel. And so, but he was like, you just gotta get your own ticket. So I'm thinking like, at the time, I'm like, that's a little different, but all right, let me just, you know, in this game, you know, you're gonna do everything you can to get these opportunities and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be right. So, you know, I do that 1, 2. Oh, and he tell me I gotta pay like, it was like 10 for the verse or something.
How you feel about that?
So let me finish.
All right, go ahead.
So I'm like, but he's talking about.
I love this, man.
He talking about he want to sign me type shit though. Like this that ain't how it's supposed to go. But again, so I scrambled a little money together, right? Fly out there from Phoenix.
Damn.
So you know, other side of the country. So I fly out there. You know, I'm originally from Grand Rapids, so I got my relatives and shit hit me, and they like, "Oh, you in the D? Woo?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm about to be with Lil Baby and shit. I'm gonna hit you. Let us know if you need us." Woo. I bet. So I got the studio time or whatever I'm supposed to meet. Oh no, he picked me up from the the tour manager or whatever picked me up from the airport, and he he showed me this contract and shit. I read it real quick, little contract just for because I was supposed to go on the end of his tour with him and shit. So I signed a little contract and shit, and then they take me. So it's like 10, 11, midnight, something like that. And then they take me to he take me to this to the ATM because he like, you got the money on? I'm like, nah, I got like a rack on me. He called dude sound just like Coach K. Now you get where I'm going.
So all right,
you get where I'm going because I said dude sound just like Coach K. So he sound just like this nigga.
He almost got you.
So more than that. So he like, oh man, so no. I'm like, look, I got Cash App. He like, no, I'm old school. We don't do Cash App and all this shit. I'm like, all right. So I try to go to the ATM. They ain't gonna let me take out more than a rack because it's a rack per day. So I take out another rack, and I'm like, I give them that. Like, all right, we take him to the hotel, and to then go to the hotel. I'm like, fuck. I'm calling niggas back home. Nigga, I fucked up, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got the cash on me and shit.
Damn.
I'm like, I fucked up. Oh, shit. So I go to sleep thinking about this shit and all. Wake up the next morning, like, you know, they call. Nigga, this nigga picked me up. I forgot what was wrong, but every bank we went to, something was wrong. Something wouldn't go through. And I'm like, I'm looking up. I remember looking up to the sky like, what you doing this for?
I'm in a whole other state, too.
I'm in a whole nother dolo.
Damn.
I'm like, what you doing this for? I get this opportunity. What's going on?
Yeah.
The whole time I'm being saved. So,
okay.
So then this nigga, so I couldn't get the money or something. I forgot what we decided on. He's like, just come to the studio. Nigga take me to like, man, we in the trenches. So nigga take me to this like hole in the wall, like almost like swap meet or something.
Oh,
this
shit.
nigga
What?
go downstairs. It's like on the whatever floor downstairs. Okay, boom. He dropped me off. So I go in the shit. It's like different little stores. When I go to the security shit, I'm like, yeah, I'm in a little baby session. He like, little baby. I'm like, yeah. He like, oh, you can go check downstairs. I go downstairs, nigga. This shit, nigga, it's like crackhead. You feel me? This shit like lights flickering and shit.
Said,
like
there ain't no way.
I heard a nigga say, I'm like, oh shit.
Run, bitch,
I'm like,
run.
nigga, I seen Jason around the corner. I'm like, this shit.
This ain't it. This nigga
This
ain't
nigga
here.
shooting dice and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm looking around like on my P's and Q's, but I'm looking around like trying to find the door. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at each door. It's like I'm opening the door, niggas in there. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Close the door on my back. You feel me? Go to the next
He
shit.
said, where the fuck is the studio at?
So anyways, then I go upstairs. I'm looking. I walk around the building for like an hour. Then it done. I'm like, oh no. I'm calling niggas, they ain't answering. The same niggas, Coach K and these niggas.
Damn.
So then
They ran off on the 2 bands.
they ran on 2 bands, but then I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, so had I, you know, when I landed, it was like 11:30. What happened if I gave the 2 band? We in a whip. I was supposed to go to the studio right then and there. If had the joint go meet Lil Baby, whatever. So we in the whip. So had I had the 10 bands, then what? You feel me?
Took the 10 bands.
Yeah, it would have been over. You feel me?
crazy.
Again, it's like midnight. We in a D.
That is God.
You feel me? And the whole time, I got the money. I got even to try to figure it out because the banks and shit, I got people sending me 4, 5, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Western Union. Ah, damn, that's going to take 24 hours. All this different
trying
shit.
to make sure you got it, though.
Trying to make sure I got it. You know what I'm saying?
Salute to those people.
Yeah, salute to them, to all them.
You know what I'm saying? They don't get enough. Thank you. We see you. We appreciate
for sure.
you at all
'Cause
times,
I definitely
bro.
had some believers in my corner during my journey.
For real, and that's all it take for real. You know, even in situations like that, because some niggas will probably be, you know, and I know you've seen both sides. People who are gonna hold you down regardless, and ones who probably like, man, nigga, you supposed to be a nigga that got it and shit.
Right. Yeah.
All that fuck shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, nigga, like I go through it just like y'all go through it.
For sure.
I go through it harder because I'm a freelance artist.
Man.
If these moves don't hit, I'm fucked up out here. You know what I'm saying?
Tell you.
And you a parent, dog. So like, how do you balance like these situations? Balance this life as being an artist because like you killing it, bro. Like how do you balance that and like being a father too? I always love asking like my fathers, especially like the black ones, because they act like we ain't here. We here for real.
Here, man.
At all times, bro.
Making it look easy.
Nah,
bro.
for real. Different generation. We some real kings out here, man. For real. How do you balance it?
I don't even know how to answer that because it's second nature. It's easy. I just balance it. You know what I'm saying?
You just do it.
I just do it. Shit, I ain't never even thought about it.
That's 100. That's actually the dopest and quickest answer I've ever heard.
It's for real.
Niggas be giving me schedules and all kinds of crazy
You
shit.
get the whole schedule. Okay, so Monday I usually take dog to the park. Yeah, I just do it.
Nah, you just do it.
And he with me like that. You know, it ain't no.
Yeah, and if you like, we came from like warrior ancestors of kings and like. You know what I'm saying? They made like it's in our
small
DNA.
things to a giant, man.
Facts.
You feel me?
That's
especially when you tap in. You feel
Facts.
me?
It's in our DNA to make sure they just led the right way. You know what I mean? So I hate that there's even any kind of bad rap for black dads because like we go hard for so many more reasons besides like us just being artists.
But a lot of it
we
stopping. You know, we quitting the buying into it too.
Nah,
you
facts.
know,
Salute to that.
niggas getting up and talking about, no, we don't, that ain't even part of our reality.
Yeah, let's dead it. We ain't even on that.
Yeah,
because
who
we
saying that?
don't live that life.
Where they saying that at?
Nah, I like that. I love that a lot.
Yeah.
So like, all right, so let's get to how you got into Ethika.
Okay, so that's how I got into Ethika. So after that happened, I walked to this little hood, Wendy's, man. Got me a little 4-piece, you feel me?
Salute to the 444.
Yeah. And then so I'm sitting there, man, and at this point, you know, all the work I done put in, I done traveled the world doing this shit. I done slept on couches in studios. I used to live in a studio.
100.
You feel me? Like actually live in a factory. Like this shit. Like one of these joints was my rooms.
For real.
You feel me? Real talk. So, and I would wake up. I did a DJ drama mixtape, and I did it in one of these type factories, living in that shit. You feel me?
Living in that shit?
Living in it. And I would record myself in the booth. And I did the whole, it's called The Visionary, VEE THA Visionary, DJ drama. I did that whole mixtape, living in a factory like this that was worse than this shit. And I lived in one of them rooms, Matt Drummond, though.
Are y'all willing to sacrifice and live in a room?
Man, this is what niggas wanted.
You know what I'm saying? Do you, like, I be thinking like when like people think about this industry and like first of all, it's not an easy one to make it in. There's only so many success stories, you know what I'm saying? The only ones that are successful are the ones that just don't quit for real.
Yeah.
And like, are you willing to sacrifice sleep? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I ain't slept
comfort.
in 10 days right now.
You feel me?
Real talk.
You know what I mean? So like, you get to Ethika. How does that situation work? Now this is your second label.
So how I get there is when I got to that Wendy's, I put so much into it. I was ready to quit. I'm like, all right, you know, maybe this ain't for me, man. I put my whole heart in that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I was really on some quitting shit. And then, but then, you know, that lasted like 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? You know, it lasted 24 hours max. And then,
yo, Aaron, tell them to keep that door shut, gang.
so that lasted like three hours,
I see you, OG.
24 hours, you know, max. And then I was like, nah. And I just kept doing my shit, releasing songs once a week.
Yeah.
For probably like another 2-3 months. And then I got a DM on Instagram from Matt Cook, the CEO of Ethika. And he was like, I've been listening to this song for the past 5 years while I work out. And I had no idea. I always wondered who you was. This is fire, you know. And it was The Town with Kid Ink.
Yo, The Town is probably one of my favorite songs ever, though.
Yeah. So it was that record. I still got the DM. I can scroll up and show you.
You know, I do it for The Town. Hey, Arizona should have pushed that song more.
Yeah, they should have.
I always had problems with Arizona radios for not pushing The Town more.
Facts.
It bothered the fuck out of me. Do better. That's the reason why we create our own platforms, because y'all don't do y'all job, man. Tell me what's next, what you got coming up. You know, let the people who don't know where to find you know where to find you. You know what I mean? Give us an update.
Yeah, what's next? You know, now I'm dropping my shit, man. I got hundreds of records with Ethika Music and you know, we doing a major distribution deal, and we about to drop like September a compilation joint. I got a song with Rick Ross that I'm finna drop. You know, some other niggas. I think me and Simba been talking.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That got me more hype than you and Ross, because you and Simba is gonna be a bar fest.
Yeah.
Y'all paint pictures, bruh.
Yeah,
That's
he
crazy.
hella cool. Salute to Simba. I appreciate you. You know, willing to work with a nigga and shit.
That's crazy.
Who else? Yeah, it's a few. Oh, a young nigga from my town, Sleazy Go World.
Sleazy crazy. His singles viral.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna do a song and video with him. So, you know, niggas just trying to move and link with niggas and you know, just drop what we want, when we want, how we want it. And
I feel like that's how it's supposed to be. Like, it's dope that your label give you like flexibility.
Yeah, it took a while. You know what I'm saying? Like we was recording and then we hit some speed bumps, but that come with the game, and you know, now we getting ready to, you know, do our shit.
What would you advise artists coming up? You know, would you suggest that they sign, or you suggest they stay independent, or does it depend on? It
depends on your situation, what you want to do. But just know that advances are not free. You don't get free money. There's no such thing as that. So when like a lot of niggas, like even back home, like niggas be like, hey, so and so got $1 million. Okay, well they owe $1 million
immediately.
You know what I'm saying? So which is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying. So yeah, go to your situation. You know, depending on your situation, do what you need to do, but understand that, you know, nothing's gonna really save you. But do what you need to do for your situation. But niggas be looking at labels like they gonna save them. No. Nah. Niggas be looking at features and all this shit like it's over after you do that.
Like,
you know
even like
saying?
a nigga in the hood with bread is gonna save you, and you just said at the beginning like you went through all them stages.
Yeah,
you feel me? So like, it's up to you. At the end of the day, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, and I'm glad that you was even able to give these experiences because people need to know, like, you know, this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm hyped because I already know this next chapter of your career is crazy.
Oh yeah, I'm going crazy because you know niggas is more aware, more woke to all this shit. So now it's like I'm just taking my power and I'm finna do what the fuck I want to do with it, say what I want to say with it, and you know what I'm saying. But yeah, I would say definitely depending on your situation, but read the motherfucking contracts
yourself.
And make sure no matter what, you okay with that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. And work, man. You need to be recording or writing every day, you know.
Every day. Let them know where they can find you, King.
Everything VEE THA RULA, VEETHARULA, man. Twitter, Instagram, Google, YouTube, everything VEE THA RULA. Holla at your boy, I'll holla back. You dig?
Yo, it's the definition of active, man.
Yeah.
It's your boy Skirt Skiggity. I appreciate you coming in, bro. For real, it's crazy.
Yeah, man,
like,
I appreciate you having me, guys.
You know, we gonna push the music. Make sure that y'all tune into the live every Tuesday from 7 to 8. You know what I'm saying? Send your music in. Start your journey, bro. So you can be sitting in this chair. We can talk about how active you are. You know what I'm saying? He's been through it for real. Battle test. This is like decades of work. This ain't no overnight shit. Nah. We don't got no overnighters in our chairs. You know what I'm saying? You know, so like, I appreciate you like forever,
appreciate
bro.
you having me, my nigga.
Always,
full circle
dude.
Shit, you dig?
Let's go. That's how I gotta be, man.
Yeah.
G knew me before I had any dress.
Yeah.
Now we active, you know what I'm saying? So fuck with us, man. Tap in.
Yeah.
Another episode. We been activated. Skiggity. We out this motherfucker, man.
Counting these dollars like I'm about to make it more. Hair like a Rasta Jamaican or maybe more. I'm getting fly, my style can make me soar. We getting tired of down here, we taking off. My shit about to shake the floor, I know you anxious, be patient, I'll break you off. They got that baking soda, I'm the heat on the pot or I'm maybe water. We hiding no kind of sorta, got a condo with money in it. We on the ornament, bitch on my neck like a cardigan, I got this funny feeling. You caught the audible, you know that my niggas on it, you got your bitch puntin', nigga. She wanna kick it now, got a flower like I'm picking it, guess I'm a sinner now. Eat her up like she my dinner now. I ain't say my graces, y'all be saving faces, I'm amazing racist winner now. I rose up when they would bring me down.